Well, momentum must continue for Blues if we want to retain our grip on top spot. This is Southampton's first max action in a month, and it's been all change for the Saints. They did win on their last visit here, and we'll be hoping that lightning will strike twice at B9. The charge back to the Super League continues on Blues TV with 5 to go, and Blues are going to continue that momentum and make it 4 wins on the spin as we head into the business end of the campaign. Our Blues have kept 5 clean sheets from 7 home league games so far here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. And it's our first match here in over a month, ever since Shannon Cook fired an absolute rocket. The winner against Sheffield United in our last action here. Of course, the starting 11 for Emily Van Egmond. Just her second Blues start. Just patrolling that centre midfield area for Emmy Merrick's side this afternoon as it's launched forward by Cook. Vivian Leah has the ball down but can't get past Harris. Blues yet to lose at home when scoring the opening goal this season. The first goal in this one of paramount importance. It's on the road that Southampton have had most of their joy this season. Out of their 4 wins, home and away, 3 have come on the road for the Saints. And Marianne Spacey-Kell will be hoping that her return to the dugout will spark something of a shift in the momentum for the Saints this season after no win in 7 league games for Southampton. Tara Bourne, the former Blue, spent the season on loan at Blues from Manchester United a couple of years ago. Starting at the heart of the Saints back line this afternoon. It's the Saints who come forward down the left-hand side. Mullet, low ball into the penalty area, is dealt with by the returning Rebecca McKenna, taking up a role at centre-back alongside Shannon Cook due to the omission of Niamh Heron for the first time this season, the first time those two have worked together, Cook and McKenna. Edmund, the Aussie, can juggle and hoist that away. What a career the Aussie has had. This is her 12th club represented, a career that's taken her to Australia, America and Germany. And she gets Blues going forward here. Lee Gyun-min towards Holloway, and now Quinn into the channel. Lucy Quinn, fresh off scoring that winning brace against Blackburn a fortnight ago. Quinn hooks into the penalty area. First bit of defending for the former Blue Tara Bourne is to flick it away from danger and prevents the corner kick as well. Simone McGill showed an interest. Southampton can look to play their way out of danger down the left. Harris shrugged to one side by Peplow. And now here comes Pike. Red and white shirts flooding forward in support. Shannon Cook keeping pace with Molly Pike. Excellent defending from the West Ham loanee, who scored that absolute worldie on her last appearance here, Shannon Cook, to win the game against Sheffield United on debut. Debut as well for A.D. French in the sticks for Blues. Obviously Lucy Thomas still nursing that season-ending injury. So a great bit of business by Blues to bring in the American World Cup winner and season pro A.D. French. Choyuri making tracks down the flank. Away from 1, away from 2. Choyuri into Lee Gyun-min. Couldn't make any contact at the front post. It's teed up for Holloway. Van Egmond will float it in towards McGill. Dealt with by Saints, but the first great penetration by Choyuri. A great burst of pace by the South Korean. Just couldn't link up with her fellow South Korean. Lee Min at the front post. But bright signs from Blues in the first 5 minutes. Lee. Cho Yuri. Fullback couldn't find a blue shirt, but Southampton have given it away at the back. And Lee Min couldn't take advantage. Harrison Murray. Quinn. Taking on Mott. Quinn. Just with a misstep. Two big chances for Blues inside the penalty area. The first created by Cho Yuri, driving down the right-hand side. Lee Min couldn't connect to the front post. And then it was Lee who robbed Southampton of possession. He couldn't get a shot away. The Blues starting with intensity and with pace at St Andrews and Knighthead Park this afternoon. Of course, they made a brilliant start to the season here in the first 3 games at St Andrews and Knighthead Park, scoring 11 goals with no reply, tallying up 3 clean sheets at home straight away. Newcastle and Bristol City posed different issues. The Blues bounced back with that win over Sheffield United a month ago. And here we come again with McGill. McGill pulls it back to Quinn. Arriving on the scene was Perfield to mop things up. And then there's Harris to swing it in. Again, Southampton deal with it, or do they? A penalty given for a handball in the penalty area. Well, Southampton protest. They thought they dealt with it pretty substantially, but the referee had other ideas. Little hesitation as she pointed to the spot. Southampton complain and protest. But a penalty kick in the opening 7 minutes is nothing less than Blues deserve. And it's Tara Bourne on her old stomping ground who concedes the penalty. Well, Blues have really taken a grip of the fixture in the opening 7 minutes. And Simone McGill from the spot has the chance to convert her 4th goal of the season. Well, Simone McGill just made to wait by the referee as her eyes meet those of Fran Stenson. McGill scores. No mistake from Simone McGill. And Blues lead Southampton in no time at all. The charge back to the Women's Super League continues at St Andrews. Simone McGill keeps her cool from the spot after 8 minutes to give Blues a dream start on our home turf. Blues 1, Saints 0, and it's nothing less than we deserve from the opening 8 minutes. Helped on by Quinn, not back there with the fielding. Well, Southampton have failed to score in 3 of the last 4 games that they've played. As I said earlier, the first goal here really was vital. Blues yet to taste defeat when we've scored first at St Andrews at Knighthead Park this season. And Simone McGill, her 4th goal in all competitions, her 2nd in the league from the spot. Scored on debut at Bramall Lane to hand us all 3 points. And kept her cool again from the penalty spot inside 8 minutes to give Blues the advantage here this afternoon. Leah. Pike. Red shirts falling forward in the middle. Pike's ball in. Eludes 1, eludes 2. Amy Palmer looking to pick up the pieces at the back post. Flash past her. Peplow picks up. Mott getting involved. Neat combination on the edge of the Blues penalty area. It's nicely done by Southampton as they move the ball quickly in the final third. Perfield. Low ball into the penalty area. Palmer towards goal. Into the Blues crowd. Decent response from Southampton. An early setback. This is Pike looking to make it better. First piece of goalkeeping in blue for AD Franch. Dealt with it pretty comprehensively. The save looks simple as Pike pulled the trigger from distance. Best thing Southampton have managed to put together so far. And now Quinn latches onto the mistake from Peake. And this is McGill. The player over is Cho Yuri. McGill can squeeze it to her. McGill might go alone. Was she brought down? Edge the 18-yard box. Referee says no. And Southampton look to play their way out of danger. And Mott can scramble the ball away. Frantic start to the opening 10 minutes here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Simone McGill converting from the spot. But Southampton are putting up an almighty reply to that early setback. As McKenna loses possession deep but wins the throw-in. We're a tenacious Georgia Mullet on loan from Aston Villa down the road. 3 appearances in Saints colours, yet to win for our lone club. And still seeking a first senior goal. Southampton striker this afternoon. Van Egmond. This is Cook. Choyuri. McGill brings Blues forward down the right. No way past Perfield, the Saints captain. Well, it's McGill's first goal at St Andrews at Knighthead Park in the league this season. Cool and composed penalty as he slotted it down the middle. Sent Fran Stenson the wrong way. As Vivian Leah is just upended. A late challenge, the youngster on loan from Arsenal. Well, Southampton are looking to taste victory for the first time in 5 away games in what has been a tough run on the road for them. Newcastle, London City Lionesses, Durham and Bristol City, all coming before Blues, all really tough places to go. And they've already felt the full force of this table-topping Blues side inside the opening 15 minutes. Of course, the Lionesses have a game in hand on Blues as they continue to snap away at the table-topping team's heels. But all Blues can do is remove complacency and doubt from the situation and do our job, uphold our end of the bargain as we seek a return to the Women's Super League. Don't worry about what comes after the fact. Christy Harrison-Murray looks to link up with the goal scorer McGill. Seen to by Chloe Peplow, who actually came through at Blues as a youngster, making 18 appearances for the first team before moving on to pastures new. The number 8 for Southampton, who draws her attention to McGill, trades passes with Leah. Peake. Into the channel it goes for the run of Pike. Away by McKenna, who chalked up a 50th cap for Northern Ireland during the recent international break, Rebecca McKenna. Mott runs out of room on this near side. It'll be interesting to see how that partnership develops between McKenna and Cook, which a makeshift hybrid. Lee. Southampton want the throw and they'll get it. Just in front of Emmy Merricks. Merricks, of course, in her first full season with Blues, after taking charge late last campaign. Looking to be the one to take us back to the Women's Super League. Cho picks up the loose ball in the midfield. The slice allows the ball to fall to the South Korean. Calls for handsball against Mott, just as Cho was looking for a fellow South Korean Lee Gyun-min in plenty of space on this near side. The attack breaks down. And Palmer can hold off Holloway to find Mott. Perfield. So much on that for Vivian Leah. Yuri spread across this near side. First time ball by Lee was looking for McGill, and it's found her via Van Egmond. St Murray surveying. Cook urged to shoot. No, she can hit them from there, but finds McGill, and there's Yuri, and the cross is overhit from the South Korean from the far side. Well, if Southampton want to mount a response this afternoon, they'll have to do something they haven't managed to do in their last 2 away games, and that's register a goal on the score sheet. Drew a blank against Durham and Bristol City in their last 2 trips away from St Mary's. But of course, looking to turn over a new dawn with Marianne Spacey-Cale and finish the season on a high after Remy Allen left the club in February. They have conceded the 3rd fewest goals this season in the Women's Championship. Keeping them out hasn't really been an issue. It's going down the other end and being prolific in front of goal that have struggled with. 5 clean sheets for Fran Stenson to boast, but nothing of the sort this afternoon, thanks to being beaten by 12 yards by Simone McGill inside the opening 8 minutes. And that's why it reads Blues 1, Southampton 0. Harris searching for McGill. That was cut out by Tara Bourne, but Blues have won it back by hunting high. Quinn can't help it on towards Simone McGill, and anywhere will do at the moment for Southampton. Really on the ropes, the Saints. Just desperate for an outball at the moment. Of course, developing into a 4 or 5 team race at the top of the Women's Championship, biting at Blues' heels. Durham did the business earlier against Newcastle to stay within touching distance and keep themselves very much embroiled in that race for the Super League, as Harris leaves Leah in her wake but can't find a way past Perfield. Martha Harris making her 5th league start for Blues, starting 2 consecutive league games after an impressive performance against Blackburn last time out. Pike. Pike just receiving one foot in the face from Purfield, but seems to have recovered. She's won her side of throwing. McGill brings the ball under her spell. Harrison Murray, congested area in the centre midfield. Neat touch by McGill to leave red and white shirts in her wake for the time being, but enough swarm the former Everton striker. 21 gone. Simone McGill's spot kick after 8 minutes, separating these two sides as Quinn Stenson under a bit of pressure. It's the former Blue, Tara Bourne. Loose pass inside, picked up by Harrison Murray. Van Egmond. McGill. Yuri, plenty of blue shirts to aim for in the middle. Van Egmond will hang it up towards Lee Gyun-min. Quinn shows an interest. Knocks it on towards Lee Gyun-min, but Southampton managed to get bodies around the ball. Scrambled it away. A slip by Harrison Murray. It's a free kick given Southampton's way. But Blues preying upon Saints' mistakes, turning them into promising chances. Van Egmond this time sweeping the ball in. A slip by Lee Gyun-min allowed Southampton to swarm possession, get the ball clear. Good take by Pike. Escapes the clutches of Harrison Murray. Palmer, loose touch, allows the challenge to come in from Lee. And this is Yuri. Nicely done. Yuri can't reach McGill. Just that final ball in places for Blues, letting us down at times. Apart from a bit of a bright spell in the opening 5 minutes or so, and in response to the goal, Southampton so far unable really to lay a glove on Blues so far this afternoon. Plenty of time to go yet. Van Egmond. Cook. Fizzed into Harris. Harris. This is McGill. Cross stopped at source. First corner kick of the game goes to Blues. Simone McGill really has been buzzing around that front line, popping up on the right and the left. It'll be a nightmare to defend against. And a run down the channel, Blues profit with our first corner of the game. We lead Southampton by a goal to nil. A packed 6-yard box to aim for Bex Holloway. Here comes Stenson with the shout and the claim. Looks to get the Saints on the front foot downfield. Peplow. Eddie French can come out to stifle that. French, who has joined to the end of the season after leaving Kansas City Current after 3.5 years at the American outfit. Was World Cup winner in 2019 with the USA national team in France. And won the National Women's Soccer League Goalkeeper of the Year twice in a row in 17 and 18 as well. Comes to St Andrews with a real winning mentality. And Simone McGill looking to double our advantage here as she fizzes into the penalty area. Lucy Quinn ghosting across the front post. But Tara Bourne does just about enough to take the sting out of it. And Stenson can come and claim at her near post. Well, Simone McGill has really been making Blues tick this afternoon. She's got her goal from the spot. And she was looking to turn provider then. And Southampton doing just about enough at the moment to limit Blues to just that solitary goal so far. Peplow holds off McGill. The ball strikes the referee. Just to embolden Southampton frustrations. Peplow seeking out Pike. Kenner's on the cover. And Egmonds scores it towards Holloway. Last touch adjudged to have come off the Blues left back. See Marianne Spacey-Cale airdropped into the Southampton dugout to return to the place where she brought so much success to the Saints after experiencing a lot of success herself in her career. 94 England caps, England Football Hall of Famer, and a whole host of silverware in her time at Arsenal as well, hoping to bring success to the Saints, just to steady the ship at the end of what has been a turbulent season for them, as Pike is caught offside. Well, Blues so far doing the business here, but it's a delicious run-in that Blues have in store. Charlton to come, then Durham visits St Andrews at Knighthead Park, and it's a trip to the northeast to take on Newcastle before what looks to be the showdown of all showdowns in the Women's Championship. If things continue at this rate, it could go down to the wire as Blues host the Lionesses to potentially a winner-takes-all scenario to decide who will take their place in the Women's Super League next season. The Blues need to do the business here first. Harrison Murray, Van Egmond, McGill will leave it for Quinn. Blues are lining up in the middle. Lucy Quinn supplies the cross, too long for Lee Gyun-min. And back can come Palmer to look to tidy things up for the Saints. But she's given it straight to Holloway. Holloway's cross deflected off of Mott. And McGill wins Blues' second corner of the game. Just not giving the Saints room to breathe at the moment, Blues. Quinn. Referee just halting things to have a word with one or two in the middle. So Lucy Quinn will retake her routine. Decent delivery. Again, it's well caught and well held by Fran Stenson. Well, half an hour gone. Simone McGill's penalty after 8 minutes separating these two sides. Eddie Franch, the Blues debutant between the posts, yet to be tested. Amy Merrick's, I'm sure, will be demanding a second goal before half-time just to make things a bit more comfortable for Blues. Something that the Blues head coach has spoken about in a press conferences recently, that Blues are so effective at creating opportunities and carving opposition apart week after week, but it's just about taking those opportunities and getting out of sight and getting the job done as soon as we can in games to really make the most of our opportunities in front of goal. Leah skips away from Harris, and there's Bourne. Perfield skips inside of Yuri. Perfield floats across the penalty area. Nobody home for Saints. Min can see that out for a throw-in. Harris sneaking out McGill. Peplow penalised. Blues get on with things quickly. Choyuri released by Simone McGill. Blues are lining up in the middle. Here comes the cross. The header drops for Lee Kun-min, who can't hit the target. Via deflection. Southampton bodies got themselves in the way. Well, quick thinking from the set-piece situation saw Choyuri release down the right. The flick in the middle. First time taken on by Lee Kun-min. Millie Mott providing the block to see it behind for the corner kick. Quinn's corner. Stenson comes, gets just about enough on it. And Harris on the cover. A stop to Georgia Mullet, looking to mount a counter-attack for the Saints. McKenna. This towards Yuri. Interception made by Bourne. Pulled back by Choyuri. Telling off given by the referee. Mullet gives chase. Hook on the cover. Pike to hold off Harris. Sliced though out of play by Molly Pike. For Harris making life difficult over there for the Southampton attacker. 4 goals to a name this season. To make up ground on the 7 that she mustered last campaign. Molly Pike did score a brace in a recent 2-2 draw with Newcastle back at St Mary's at the start of February. Has had no such joy so far at St Andrews this afternoon, but you do feel if Southampton are going to put anything positive together going forward, it's going to come through their number 10, Molly Pike, who's certainly been a bright spark up there for the Saints. Mott, the pressure by Lee, and Lee's picked her pocket, and Lee looks for McGill in the middle. That's seen away by Tara Bourne, but it will come back at the Saints. Blues still in the hunt for that second goal. Holloway to the legs of Mott, and round the other side, and Holloway into the middle, and Cho Yu-ri provides the finishing touch, and Blues put daylight between themselves and the Saints. Cho Yu-ri will receive the plaudits. But what great skill from Bex Holloway to create the opportunity. Well, Blues won the ball back high. Bex Holloway looked second best against Millie Mott, but dipped into her box of tricks. Eased around Mott. And Cho Yu-ri was on hand to provide the finishing touch, nodding into the bottom corner as Blues doubled their advantage against the Saints. 10 minutes to go in the first half, and Blues look in cruise control against Southampton. Cho Yu-ri with a second league goal of the season, her first since the opening day in that 5-0 win against Sunderland. Clinical from Blues, just what Amy Merricks has been demanding these past few weeks. Again, Southampton looking to respond. Here comes Pike. Leah. Referee thought that the challenge that came in for Cook too strong for her liking. Southampton will get a free kick in a dangerous position. Can the Saints strike back before the half is out? Right footed whip ball is in. They can strike back. The flick at the front post by Chloe Peplow, deceiving AD French. And it flies into the top corner. And just as Blues double their lead one end, Southampton go down the other and give themselves a glimmer of hope in the fixture. It's their first real sight of goal, the Saints, but they've been clinical in front of the Gil-Merrick. Blues lead reduced to 1. Blues 2, Southampton 1. Looking to respond again in turn. And we force the throw in. Well, Chloe Peplow scores her first goal for 7 years. Ghosting in at the front post and flicking beyond AD French. And suddenly Southampton have a stake. Cho Yu-ri. Harris stands it up into the middle. Stenson got a touch on it, just to take it away from Lee. And the clearance complete downfield. And it's Southampton's first goal in 3 away games. Really been hard to come by for the Saints this season. McGill twisting turning, barreling away. Brilliant footwork by Simone McGill. Stayed on her feet, but she was caught. Harrison Murray. McGill's flick. Lee looks to keep it alive. Southampton with an interest in the game now, looking to win for the first time in 7 league outings. But Blues yet to lose at home after scoring the first goal. Southampton may have reduced the deficit back to 1. And it's Blues looking to end the first half with a flourish. Quinn spins away from Peplow, Southampton goal scorer. And Quinn will invite Harris to burst forward, but that's too long for the Blues right back. McKenna. Lee Gyun-min through the gap for Quinn. Quinn can hold off Peak. Uri, first time fizz ball. There was Holloway. Holloway again. Peak threw her body in the way, not once but twice, to concede the corner kick. Bex Holloway seeking her first ever Blues goal. Wasn't too far away. She was the provider for Cho Uri. As Blues look to regain our 2-goal advantage here at St Andrews. Minute and a half of the 45 to go. Holloway's corner, Harrison Murray's flick. There's Van Egmond into the crowd and hoisted away by Southampton. Lee. Lee looks to smuggle it to Van Egmond, and here is McGill. Palmer does just about enough, and then it's the decision from the referee. Harbert smashed away by Cook. Mott, nicely done by the Saints. Asked too much of Pike. Nicely done by Harrison Murray, just to take the sting out of the situation. Harris squeezing it down the right-hand side for Cho Yuri. Across comes Perfield. Two minutes added on at the end of the 45. Blues leading by 2-1. Simone McGill's penalty after 8 minutes. The lead then doubled by Cho Yuri after brilliant work by Bex Holloway down the left-hand side. But Blues' 2-goal buffer reduced to 1 by Chloe Peplow sneaking in at the front post and latching onto Amy Palmer's free kick to give Southampton an interest in the game. Cook floats one in for Blues to cause problems with, but that's mopped up by Southampton. And here comes the goal scorer, Peplow. Away from one, away from Quinn. Peplow, Harbert, Leah. And the Saints get back on level terms before the half's out. Perfield. Vivian Leah. The Arsenal loanee. Right for the effort. Nobody home at the back stick. And there's the half-time whistle. Well, Blues look to be in cruise control. And Cho Yuri headed in Bex Holloway's cross with 10 minutes to go in the first half. The Blues deficit reduced to 1. And Chloe Peplow ghosted in at the front post to connect to Amy Palmer's free kick. That was after Simone McGill's early penalty put Blues well on our way to gaining another 3 points in the Women's Championship. As things stand, it's a big second half coming up round the corner here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Well, both sides back out at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Chloe Peplow's first goal in 7 years against her former club has got Southampton right back in this on the stroke of half-time and changed the complexion somewhat to a more of a tense second half. Big team talk at half-time, I'm sure, from Amy Merricks if Blues want to ensure that we extend our advantage at the top of the Women's Championship. We lead Southampton by 2-1, and we're underway for a big second half of the Women's Championship, with London City Lionesses currently being held at home by Blackburn. Blues advantage, as it stands, at 5 points over the Lionesses as Lee receives the throw-in. Harrison Murray take you through the 2-11s in just a moment, because Harris is on the attack for Blues, and Harris is charging down the right-hand side. Martha Harris can't win a corner kick. It's given as a goal kick, which Fran Stenson will take. So Adi Franch in goal, who could do nothing about the Southampton goal on the stroke of half-time. Harris, Cook, McKenna and Holloway, who set up Cho Yuri after a lovely bit of skill down the left-hand side. Harrison Murray and Van Egmond. And Simone McGill, who converted the penalty after 8 minutes. Cho Yuri, the goal scorer, Quinn and Lee Gyun Min for Blues. Fran Stenson about to take this goal kick for Southampton. Mott, Peake, Bourne on the ball and Perfield. Peplow, the goal scorer, and Harbert. Palmer, Leah and Pike in behind Mullet up front for Southampton. McKenna. McKenna's asked a lot of Holloway, but she's got there, the left back. Holloway looking to tease her way past Millie Mott for the second time in the game. Of course, it was that battle that Holloway won to tee up Cho Yuri for the second Blues goal in the first half. That was before Chloe Peplow struck from the Southampton set piece. Blues have recycled this down the left, and here goes Holloway. Left-footed delivery, pulled back towards Quinn. But that's intercepted and picked up by Peplow, who can complete the clearance. Southampton certainly buoyed by getting on the score sheet late in that first half. Blues desperate to restore that 2-goal buffer. Heavy challenge comes in from Perfield on Show Yuri, and then Martha Harris thought that she was flawed, but the decision's actually gone the other way. Southampton, of course, in no real danger of relegation. They pulled themselves clear of that due to their fantastic opening part of the season, but their form has really dipped in recent times, and desperate to string some decent results together under Marianne Spacey-Kell and end the season on a high. Meanwhile, it's good hunting from Georgia Mullett to win the throwing off of McKenna. Mullett again, this time she's robbed though by Van Egmond. Eddie French. Cook wants some options ahead of her. Harris provides one. Harris round the corner. Lucy Quinn bursts into the channel. Peek in the way. Leah latches onto the clearance. Now Vivian Leah can stride forward for the Saints. 3 strong up with her. And here is Pike. And Pike looks to tee someone up in the middle. And Leah was arriving, as was Mullett. But back there aware was Holloway to turn the ball away for Blues, and what a vital intervention it was. And now here come Blues down the other end. Cho Yuri helps it on to Lee Gyun-min. Lee Gyun-min bursts into the penalty area. Can't fashion the ball across. Mott does just about enough to force the corner. Well, end-to-end stuff at the start of the second half. Southampton with their best bit of play, from open play at least. Vivian Leah surging them forward down one end. Molly Pike looking to tee up Mullett in the middle. But back there on hand was Rebecca McKenna and Bex Holloway to clear things up for Blues. But Southampton certainly buoyed by getting on the score sheet at the end of that first half. Again, it's another packed 6-yard box for Lucy Quinn to aim for. And a few scuffles in there have drawn the attention of the referee, particularly Van Egmond and Chloe Peplow. Quinn into that pile of bodies. Up goes Palmer to concede a second consecutive corner. Harrison Murray comes short. Brings delivery from the angle. A decent bit of defending back there by Perfield. And Shannon Cook waiting to fire in the middle. Brilliant cross by Lucy Quinn. Vital touch away. Shannon Cook lurking behind in the 6-yard box. Blues threatening from a spell of corner kicks though early in the second half. Holloway this time. Out comes Stenson, didn't get there. Shannon Cook did, but couldn't divert a header goalwards. Always a threat from set pieces, Shannon Cook. Stenson goes long for Mullet. She thought she was being held by McKenna. The referee agrees. Southampton just sensing a wind of change here, perhaps. It was all Blues for the majority of the first half. Southampton with that sucker punch on the stroke of half-time. Just looking to build on that now, the Saints. Bourne. Neat flick by Palmer. Looks to link up with Mullet. Seen to by Holloway. And this is Mott. Palmer showed too much of that to Holloway, the Blues defender. But Quinn likewise to Millie Mott. Southampton really making a game of this now. Come out in this second half energised and putting some decent combinations together. But they've lost it here. 4 strong Blues attack. Quinn goes for glory. Can't hit the target. And options to her right, Lucy Quinn. Saw the headlines as she looked up. Couldn't execute the finish. Free header for Harrison Murray. Van Egmond can't bring the ball under control. Peplow, who's been involved in everything Southampton have seemingly done today. Perfield. Round the back of Cook. Mullet was sneaking. Cook, though, stood firm. Good defending by the West Ham loanee. Bourne. It's a neat pick out for Pike. Southampton really putting good combinations together there. Pike felt the referee got in the way of her bit of play. Blues benefit from it. Quick. Harris. Good pick out for McGill. We can burst into the channel. Perfield level to it. Yuri. Harris looks to combine with Cho Yuri. She's asked a lot of the Blues right back, and she's been dispossessed by Peplow. Harris just with a handful of centre midfielder's shirt. Ball was moving as Peplow looked to get things back underway for Southampton. Born over the top. Mullet showing an interest. Out comes Eddie Franch. Arbut. Seeing a lot of the ball, Southampton, in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. Bourne. Peak. Arbut. Mott. You just sense the Saints growing in confidence as the second half goes on. Mott felt that she was impeded from continuing her run. The referee disagrees. Harris. There's some Murray. Nicely done for McKenna. Holloway. It's a neat pick out to find the run of Lee. And Lee can help it into the centre. And there's Yuri to fire home the third. Or does she? Or has the official judged that the ball crossed the byline? I think that's what the officials felt happened. Holloway, a ball over the top to find Lee. I'll leave that one to the dubious goal panel. Can't make a decision from that angle, but Blues come forward nonetheless, and here's Quinn. Blues thought they had a third. Yuri thought she had a second. Crossed out by the officials, but Blues looking to find a third anyway. There was McGill sneaking around the back. Couldn't direct the effort goalwards. Blues really ramping up the temperature now. Oh, big contentious decision goes against Blues 10 minutes into the second half. Lee Gyun-min adjudged to have carried the ball out of play before teeing up Cho Yuri. And the score remains Blues 2, Southampton 1. Couldn't see a conclusive angle of the decision. I'm sure it'll be something to dissect after the game. Lee Gyun-min teasing away in field. Harris, who's dealt very efficiently with Viv Leah this afternoon so far. Cook clips towards the edge of the penalty area. Dealt with by Peak. Mullet. Palmer. Yuri. McKenna. Nicely done by Southampton. Who would have been rocked by that decision. Thought they'd found themselves 2 goals down again, but profited from the official's decision to disallow the goal, and now looking to get back on level terms. Leah teasing her way into the penalty area, looking to tee up someone in the middle in red and white. Blues get the ball to safety. Southampton having their best spell of the game. Palmer. Vivian Leah looking to benefit from any scraps that Harris would have given her, but Harris presents nothing of the sort. AD French can find Cook. Now here comes a Blues change. Lucy Quinn will make way for Ivana Fuso.
Substitution for Birmingham City. Please show your appreciation for number 17, Lucy Quinn. Who's being replaced by number 13.
Ivana Fuso is seeking her first goal since the opening day in that 5-0 demolition of Sunderland. Lucy Quinn unable to add to that brace that she scored against Blackburn Rovers a fortnight ago. It's nicely done by Blues, this. From defence to attack in a heartbeat. Yuri, neat step over, invites the challenge from Perfield, wins the corner kick. Holloway. Decent delivery. There was Cook with the flick. Stenson can claim. Palmer. Mott. Yuri finds Fuso in space. McGill holds her run. McGill delivers in towards Fuso. We're under control, but presented straight to Van Egmond. Yuri, first time effort. Straight into the hands of Stenson. Blues threatening a third. Show Yuri. Looking to make up for a disallowed goal, threatening a second for herself of the afternoon. Peplow under pressure from McGill. Southampton retain. Bourne. Peak goes long. And then we find the head of McKenna. Palmer gets there ahead of Lee, but at the concession of a throw-in. Tara Bourne. Perfield. Seen to by Harrison Murray. McGill beaten to it by Perfield. Blues had Southampton outnumbered at the back. If we would have latched onto that loose ball. McGill's flick on. Fuso shows an interest, held off by Tara Bourne. And there's Harris to win the aerial duel. And this is McGill. McGill beaten for pace by Peplow. Bourne can hack it away. Harrison Murray pulled to the floor by Molly Pike. Harrison Murray works an angle for Cook, brought down by Fuso. And there's Harris. Fuso looks to tee up someone edge of the penalty area. Van Egmond takes over. Blues still in the hunt here from this set piece. Blues phase it out, recycle. Lee Gunmin. Show Yuri. Into it by Peplo. The Blues have done well to stifle any sort of momentum that Southampton looked to build ahead of steam at the start of this second period. They were putting together some neat combinations. The Blues have stifled that, and now Harrison Murray. Let's fly from distance. That's blocked at the back by Southampton. Let's recycle for Cook. And Cook wants some movement ahead of her. Can't find Harrison Murray. Bourne. Peak. Palmer. Looking for Mott over the top. Mott in a foot race with Holloway. And Holloway makes the lunge. Nice and clean. And Southampton are going to make a change. Amy Palmer is going to be replaced by the returning Rachel Rowe. So Southampton seeking an equaliser. They've got 22 minutes to do just that. Blues have had the ball in the net for a third, but that was ruled out as the ball was adjudged to have left the field of play before Lee could find Cho Yuri. Down goes Rowe, her first involvement since coming on, wins a free kick for the Saints. Rowe instantly involved, and instantly carving out an opportunity for Southampton. Well, they made full use of a free kick from a similar position in the first half. What can they muster up from this one? Left-footed delivery towards the back post, eludes everyone in the middle and harmlessly behind. Cook. Great ball for Fuso. Fuso just couldn't take it in her stride under pressure from Bourne. Peplo looks to spin away from McGill. Peplo, I think, got away with one there. She went down under pressure from Simone McGill. She knew she was in a tight spot. Peak. Mott. Can't find Pike. Fuso wriggles away. This is McGill. Cho Yuri all alone in the centre. If McGill can find her, in the way is Gemma Perfield to prevent a sure third goal for Blues. There's Rowe linking things up. Pike takes over. Leah, well found down the left, faced by Cho Yuri. Vivian Lear skips in field onto the right foot. Vivian Lear for Southampton. Blocked by Cook, claimed by French. Lioness is still being held by Blackburn, so the gap still remains at 5 points. Which means that despite the Lionesses' game in hand, if Blues do the business in this final run of fixtures, we will be promoted back to the Super League. It really could all go down to the wire to a winner-takes-all situation here in a few weeks against the Lionesses. Harris. There's good quick tempo by Blues, but Ivana Fuso on her heels. Fizzed forward. Pike wants a decision from the referee. She won't get one, and McKenna can come away with the ball. McKenna barreling forward for Blues. Yuri, her ball into the penalty area, looking for Fuso. Dealt with by Bourne, only as far as Van Egmond. Holloway. Lee Gyun-min, faced by Mott. Mott prevents the corner. Lee well found by the throw-in. Lee helps it into the middle. Might come for Cho Yuri. Hacked away by Leah. Peplow helps on its way out. Harris can bring it under control. Cook charged down by Rowe. Yuri. Harrison Murray. Harris. Cross comes Purfield. 15 minutes to go at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Blues lead Southampton by 2-1. Cho Yuri has had the ball in the net a third time, but that was ruled out by the officials because the ball adjudged to have crossed the byline before Lee Gyun-min teed it up for the fellow South Korean. Cook. Cho Yuri well found. Harrison Murray. Van Egmond. Yuri. This is nicely worked by Blues. Ivana Fuso tricking her way into the penalty area. Can't tee up Cho Yuri inside the 18-yard box. And again, Southampton scrambled it away. And Blues are going to make a double change. Cho So-hyun and Tegan McGowan are going to come on. Emily Van Egmond the first to make way, along with Cho Yuri. Well, had the ball in the net twice, Cho Yuri, but had to settle for just the one goal this afternoon. But she took her header well, the South Korean. Take her tally to 2 league goals this season. Cho So-hyun instantly involved. McGill was caught, and caught heavily. Blues free kick. McGill too quick. Purfield too rash. Too strong Southampton wall, directed by Stenson. Good position this for Blues. Harrison Murray, plenty of options to pick out. Harrison Murray, and it goes by Bourne. Choi So-hyun. McKenna. Fuso. Cook. Harrison Murray fizzed it into McGowan. That looked like a handball. The referee disagrees. Harris keeps it alive. McGill on the angle. Blocked by Bourne. McGill recovers possession. McGowan's first involvement. Harris round the corner, looks to stand up into the penalty area. That's blocked behind by Tara Bourne. Holloway then. Plenty of bodies in the 6-yard box. Holloway. Peek away only as far as Choi So-hyun, brings under control. And hits her own player, Tegan McGowan. As it looked goal-bound, a strike from the South Korean. Southampton are going to make another change. Perfield will make way for Izzy Milne. Perfield, whose delivery was met by Chloe Pepio to get Southampton on the score sheet late in that first half. Like-for-like change at left back. McGowan went beyond her. Gill instead finds Harris, who's just operating on the periphery of the Southampton back line. And Cook can go square to McKenna. And Cook will look towards the left-hand side. Then he find the head of Mott. Lee Gyun-min carries out the hunting. And Blues keep the squeeze tight and keep the game inside Southampton territory. Mullet has had to do a lot of her own work this afternoon. Has looked a very isolated figure up there. And we'll get no change out of Holloway and McKenna. She concedes the throw with 10 minutes to go. Blues lead the Saints by 2-1. No second half goals to report. McGowan. Fuso. Southampton do the fielding. Cook. Fuso. McGowan. Fuso just couldn't take the ball with her in the penalty area. And Southampton recover to hack the ball away. Choi So-hyun for Harrison Murray. Tegan McGowan released. McGowan. Cho. Cook. McGill looked to throw it through for Lee Gyun-min. That's repelled by Southampton. And now Mullet finds Rowe. And Mullet wants it played line. And Rowe obliges. Mullet in a foot race with McKenna. And McKenna turns on the afterburners on the cover and does the defending for Blues. Lee linking up with Cho. And Cho can hold off Peak. And it's a cynical foul by Paige Peak. Had 2 goes at stopping Cho So-hyun. In the end, brought down the South Korean by any means necessary and takes the booking. Easiest booking that the referee will give out. She was away, the South Korean. First the drag back. And then the clip of the heels. So Harrison Murray stands over this. Can Blues add a third? Right-footed delivery. McGill was in there. Rousseau. Tegan McGowan on the spin. Blocked by a courageous Paige Peak. Now here comes Rachel Rowe. Beaten to it by a sliding McKenna, who's penalised and shown a yellow card. She's dumbfounded. I can't help but share her sympathies. Well, Rose certainly looked favourite, but McKenna seemed to recover well and seemed to get all the ball. But the line assistant and the referee had other ideas, so McKenna joins Peak in the book. Peak sends it forward, Cook away. Rowe has asked a lot of Molly Pike. Holloway settles for conceding the throw. Five minutes to go. Southampton having a go of it. Rowe has offered a bit of flair since being introduced, but she's fouled Harrison Murray. Harris. London City Lionesses have taken a late lead over Blackburn Rovers. They just keep seeming to find a way to stay in the fight, the Lionesses. They lead Blackburn by 1-0 in the capital to stay pace with Blues. 3 points now the gap. Lionesses with that game in hand. But Blues looking to make the points safe here. A third goal at this stage would do just that. Harris. McGowan. Neatly done. McGill. Showed too much of that to Milne. Rachel Rowe. The take on Cook. Mullet was the option forward. Out comes French. Harrison Murray Fades Peplow. And this is McGowan. McGowan's pass milled. Options in the middle. Tegan McGowan floats it in, but straight into the hands of Stenson. Two minutes but stoppage time. So far, goals from McGill and Cho Yuri. Enough for the 3 points. Peplow. Cook recognised the danger and stepped out. Full-blooded against Vivian Leah, but the referee deems it to be unfairly full-blooded. And Southampton have a set piece. A minute from time in a dangerous situation. Everyone back for Blues. Tense moments these. It's in by Leah. It's over everyone in the middle and behind.
The fourth official has indicated that there'll be an additional 4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes added on at the end of the 90. Harris. McGill. McGowan. Who's neat and tidy in the corner. 2.5 to go. Harris can't prevent the throw. Blues swarming. Blues conceding the free kick. Southampton have a way out. Peplow might need some treatment. She'll soldier on. McKenna away from Pike. Arbutt's judged to have been kept in play. Rowe, though, can't take advantage. And Blues looking to break. Fuso. McGowan. It's Tegan McGowan. It's blocked by Izzy Mill. Still alive for Blues. Liga Min was brave. Southampton will push up. Mullet looking for Rowe over the top. That's fielded by Blues and hacked to safety. 45 seconds to go. Stenson, 30 seconds of the 4 added on to play. Bourne. Mill can't keep that in play. And the points all but secure. Leah. Forward it goes by Bourne. Nobody home for Southampton. Southampton ball as we break into the 6th minute of added time. And there's the full-time whistle. 2 first-half goals are enough for Blues to take all 3 points and make it 4 wins on the spin.